What's up everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. A couple big stories and a very small video out there. That's going to be FaZe Censor no longer, as he did depart FaZe Clan last night. Yes, he has now left FaZe Clan after several years there, so I am pretty proud of him. I didn't think it would ever be this day. I did not think he would actually leave FaZe Clan. For some reason, it was in my head that he would somehow stick it out with them, maybe end up at Atlanta. Who knew what the case would be? He has now left FaZe Clan, and we knew, thanks to that, sometime soon the team he would be joining would be announced today, and that is indeed, thanks to the hint at the end of that video, New York Call of Duty. Now, the first thing that came to my head is there's two options here, guys, and the question to you in the comment section down below: is this a genius move from New York Call of Duty, or is it a dumb move from New York Call of Duty? The first thoughts to me, and I've talked about this here on the channel before, it has to be a pretty smart move, right? You bring a huge following, a huge branded guy like Doug to the team. It makes a lot of sense. It's his hometown. He was born and raised in New York. You bring him alongside the likes of some former teammates, or at least some former FaZe guys, and they also themselves have pretty good personalities. The likes of Zuma and Attach, great faces, good looking guys. Alongside that, content, brand wise, following wise, this makes a lot of sense for New York Call of Duty. Yet again, yes, it's his home state. A lot of people out there, when Call of Duty franchise leagues were first announced, had speculated New York to be one of his final spots, potentially, and it has now come to fruition, guys. New York Call of Duty have signed Doug Censor Martin as their substitute player. But I ask again, the second part of this: is it actually smart? Because we see all the positives. From a financial standpoint, I said time and time again, he makes sense as a sub player, right? You offer him probably minimum salary. He seemed pretty likely to want to join a team no matter what. He would do anything to join them. He brings a huge brand and following, bigger than any other pro player out there besides some of the Optic guys, and so it does make sense from that angle. The other side of things, though, the team he does join, there's some former FaZe boys there, but there are certainly some other players, especially that of Temp, they don't get along. And yes, you guys can argue, okay, yes, it was online, maybe they were joking here and there, but if I play you a short clip, and by the way, I'll link you a full 20-minute argument between these two guys down below, at least I thought 2017 and especially 2018, these guys did not like each other, especially when it comes to Temp. Yes, I understand he can be pretty toxic, combative, a very confronting kind of guy, and maybe that was just a bad day for him. Let me play you a short clip, though, of the feuds they have had between Doug, or Censor, and Temp.
Not my point.
Like Crim thinks you're absolute dog shit.
I don't care. You think I'm dog shit, and I think you suck.
No,
you haven't even won an event.
No, but Crim, like I'm saying, Crim has a crazier ego. He's just not gonna say it to you.
What?
Listen,
I don't know about that.
Wait, Crim, you think Doug is absolute trash?
I think if you're a competitor, you gotta think
Yes,
people
you
are
do.
trash,
Nice
bro.
try.
No, I think Nagafin is absolute trash.
Oh, okay.
I think we could all agree that Nagafin is absolute trash.
Wait, I'd much rather play with Naga than you. Wait, I'm being dead ass.
I swear, all Donnie could talk about is everyone thinks you suck, and you suck, and you
Yeah,
suck.
you suck, bro. That's all I gotta say. You're ass.
Alright.
I don't care about no accomplishments. Like
Oh
you
my-
can't beat me in an argument by just saying I never won because I don't give a fuck.
And so after all that, they're on the same roster, and I understand it's a main starter, likely in Temp, obviously in Temp, and then we have a substitute player, but chemistry matters when it comes to the atmosphere of a team out there. Yes, these guys will be making content together, probably going to events together, Doug likely going to Path to Pro, but either way, they will be around each other, and chemistry certainly matters. Does that friendship, or whatever we're going to call this, because I think Doug actually shakes these kind of things off better than most pro players out there. Temp, I'm not really sure of. When I watched that entire stream back, it didn't make me feel like those guys were friends, and now they are teammates. Will that affect the overall atmosphere of the team is the giant question, because Doug, Censor has some of the biggest pressure. I'll have another video out this probably sometime next week or very soon. He has considerably probably the most pressure of most pro players out there currently on him for the Call of Duty League. He is sacrificing everything in terms of his personality, on top of that his reputation, to risk it all and try and come back to being a pro competitive player. You guys know, I've seen comments time and time again. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. I have seen dozens, if not more than that, comments on my channel alone, across all the forums out there as well, and especially Reddit, that dig on Doug more than any pro player out there, that he is not capable of actually being a pro competitive player. He now joins a franchise league, takes a spot from another pro player out there because likely of his content and brand creation, and so we have to figure he has a lot to prove to people out there. His own teammate Temp is one of the people he needs to prove that to. And then very lastly, a quick note out there, he's announced that he is all in for Call of Duty. He just announced a brand new show at Bleacher Report, I do believe, called Battle Stations, which he will be hosting. Hopefully not going to take away from his all-in competitive nature. I can see people out there, though, giving him backlash because we've already heard in the past him taking on big sponsors and brand deals during the time where he should be practicing and going all in to Call of Duty. I'm not trying to stir drama here. It's weird to see where this will go and where Censor will go alongside that. He is currently a substitute player for New York Call of Duty, who I think has made one of the smartest signings out there. Will it end up being smart is an entirely different question. As always, hope you guys all enjoy the breakdown of Call of Duty news. If you guys have a COD story you want me to break down, please leave a comment down below. I did avoid the Dashy story about the Optic rumor where he wanted to leave LA Optic. If you guys want me to cover that, feel free to leave a comment down below. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other, all right? I'll see you guys back here sometime soon. Bye.